I cannot believe it. We got a genuinely good, if not great Minions movie before GTA 6. Taking place in the late 1920s, during the golden age of Hollywood, the Minions tried to create and film a monster movie of their very own. So I just saw Minions and Monsters in Cinemark XD and D-Box at my local Cinemark theater, and honestly, this movie is exactly what I expected it to be. A Minion-centered movie that is not just hilarious from start to finish, but also has strong capabilities of being good. Allow me to explain why Minions and Monsters is extremely fun, as expected. 1. While it sounds pretty simple, the concept of the minions inadvertently working in the film industry during the golden age of movies sounds pretty unique, especially for the entire Despicable Me franchise. The story, while it is obviously not anything unpredictable, it still makes it straightforward and enjoyable for all ages. 2. Predictably, the animation still looks great as it still continues to be smooth and highly expressive. 3. As much as I love Kevin, Stewart, and especially Bob from the first two Minions prequels from both 2015 and 2022, James, Henry, and Ed do make a pretty worthwhile trio given their character traits and motivations. James, in particular, is pretty much one of the most enthusiastic Minions that I've ever seen because of his genuine passion for filmmaking. 4. The humor is unapologetically chaotic. Yes, humor has always been a crucial part of the Minions' history ever since they debuted in the original Despicable Me, regardless if anyone finds it funny or not. Here in Minions and Monsters, I believe the filmmakers behind this movie cranked the humor up to 11 by doing the type of humor that everyone was familiar with, but with a unique sense of style. For me, most of the jokes land on me, and I have never laughed this hard in the theater since seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. 5. As usual, it has nice voice acting all the way around. While Pierre Coffin still did a great job voicing every single minion on screen imaginable, it is also worth noting that newcomers such as Jeff Bridges, known for playing Kevin Flynn/Clue in the Tron franchise, and Jesse Eisenberg, known for playing Blue in the real duology, did a great job voicing the Bright brothers and Dort respectively. P.S. To all of the people who still remember either the Tron franchise and or the real duology, you guys have elite ball knowledge. 6. The Illumination logo variant in the beginning of the movie is genius. I literally love how Kevin, Stewart, and Bob are designed and animated like those old-timey rubber hose cartoons from the 1930s like Betty Boop, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and Popeye the Sailor Man. 7. Solid music score by John Powell, even for 2026 standards. 8. There are so many homages to iconic classic blockbuster movies, and the opening scene where it takes place at a film history museum single-handedly proves it. And did I mention that George Lucas, yes, the George Lucas, made a surprise cameo in the movie? Like, I never thought that Illumination would bring the guy who gave us the original and prequel Star Wars trilogy to make a cameo in one of their movies, but here we are. 9. The little subplot where it involves the rest of the minions encountering and assisting Dort is enjoyable to watch. And 10. Last but not least, the third act of this movie is absolutely insane in terms of entertainment value. I don't want to give everything away, but to describe it, the final battle in this movie is so crazy, it sort of puts the epic battle in the third act of Avengers Endgame into shame. Yeah, I said it. Sue me. Although the movie is absolutely fun, I only have two minor critiques at the moment. Although it's not terrible, the pacing feels too fast and lacks moments to breathe, which leads me to wish the movie were longer. And secondly, the timeline may be confusing for some people, including people who have been watching the previous Minion movies ever since. Does it take place before Minions 2015, or is it just a spin-off of Minions 2015? But fortunately, the positives outweigh more than the negatives. Overall, Minions and Monsters is extremely fun, and it is also pretty good. If I were to rank every Despicable Me movie in the entire Despicable Me franchise, I would place this between the original Despicable Me from 2010 and Minions: The Rise of Gru. I guarantee you all that this movie is the most fun you will ever experience at the movies in such a while. I can go as far as to say that this is the best movie of the summer. In conclusion, to paraphrase Walter Nelson from the first Minions movie from 2015, this movie is so much fun, it's a crime. I give Minions and Monsters a solid 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching my review on Minions and Monsters. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.